G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you've all been well. We are up in Katoomba today. So I've come to a place called Boar's Head or Cahill Lookout. It's getting more and more famous for its sunsets. And you can see behind me there's just stunning area. Out to the side here we have Boar's Head. Over here we have Cahill's Lookout. And just behind me we have this little, step out of the way, we have this lone tree out here that I've shot quite a few times in the past. So actually what I'll do is I'm not here to shoot that lone tree today. I'm going to look for a new composition somewhere over here among the rocky outcrop. See if I can find some balance and some center weight, gravity weight in the image. But yeah, look, I know back up in the mountains again, but the reality of it is that it's on my doorstep, and the diversity up here is just phenomenal. There's just so many places and things you can come and do, and you know, you got more chances of pulling off images that other people haven't got. And so yeah, that's why I'm back up here. But the prediction is for a hell of a lot of high cloud, and at this point in time there is a hell of a lot of high cloud up here. There is just a little bit of low cloud behind me, but it's not too much, so hopefully it stays away from the horizon. And when that sun dips down below the horizon and the sky lights up, which it should, if it stays anything like it is now, it's going to be an absolute ripper. So that'll be interesting. But I am going to scurry around this rocky outcrop here and have a look at what I can see through the lens and see if I can find a composition. But yeah, if you want to come up here and check this place out, Cahill's Lookout, the back of Katoomba there, and it is a sunset shot or sunset place. Anyway, I'll get into it over this side, I'm thinking, and find something among the rocks, and I'll be back to you soon, give you a look at what I'm sizing up. Alrighty, so I have found my composition. Thankfully it wasn't too much mountain goat hopping to be done around here, but the rock I'm standing on I'll use to anchor the bottom of the image, and this side rock here with these ones out here will sort of create a natural frame leading into the layers of the mountains out there. But yeah, it should be a pretty well balanced image, and a really nice rocky outcrop here. So I will probably have to focus one image for the anchor of the image here, focus one shot there, and then I'll focus a little bit out into the distance, and I'll blend those two images together, so that way I've got everything sharp and in focus from the front of the image to the back of the image. But so far we're looking good. The sun is setting down and this low cloud is heading further away from us, so the sky should indeed light up. There's plenty of high cloud up there, but yeah, this will be the shot. Let me know what you think of the shot that I put up before from the lone tree. It's definitely been one I've come down here for a few times for. You're very limited over there though. There's not a lot of room to move, and there's not a lot you can do with foreground or framing or anything like that. That lone tree over there though, what I do like most about it, you know, obviously it's a lone tree, and lone trees are pretty cool, but they help the subject stand out. The thing I like most about that lone tree though is that it's rooted into the rocky outcrop, and it's right on the edge of that rocky outcrop in an area where it just gets battered by the weather. So it's withstood everything, it's living, it's growing, and I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, I will sit this out a bit and I might put on my my long lens, my 1-400. So out here you can see the light is coming down into the fields out there, which looks like it will for a while because the sun's dropping below that low cloud that you see there, or if you can see it. But yeah, there's some nice light on the layers out there of the mountains, so I'll put on my long lens while I'm waiting around for the sunset to happen and see what I can pull off in those layers and the light out there. But I'll put that up in the shot in the video as well. Definitely let me know what you think of that shot. Hopefully I can pick something out in there. This shot I'm pretty confident with, but yeah, I'll do the hang around and waiting game, and hopefully the light happens out here. We get a nice sunset, and yeah, I'll load this shot up at the end of the video. So hang around for that because it is the main shot of the video. And it's been good to have you along again. It won't be long till the next one comes out. But yeah, thanks for coming along. Don't forget to like and subscribe. So we are the following morning from where I left off with you yesterday, and I did head back home, mostly only because I was an hour up the mountains from home, so it wasn't too much drama to come back home and have a decent night's rest in my own bed. But now honestly the plan this weekend was to do some seascape photography, but reality is that it's a little higher than mid-tide and the tide is coming in, and the locations that I chose to go on, they were on ocean shelves, so most of those ocean shelves go completely underwater at high tide. And you know, while I might have been lucky enough to maybe get a shot in, my compositions would have been limited, and I would have had that high tide constantly coming in on me. So for me, you know, you only need one rogue wave to come in, and that's it. You're getting washed off the ocean shelf, or you know, you're losing all your camera gear, and I just think the risk isn't worth it. So yeah, I decided to bail out on that, and I'm heading back up the mountains. The weatherman, as much as he's right all the time, and he's equally wrong. There's potential up here, so I am heading up we'll see how it goes. Well, actually, it's funny because the predicted cloud for on the coast changed from everything being right to it being too risky. That ended up being, what started out at something like 20% low cloud, and then ended up coming in to being 80% of low cloud. So yeah, you're not going to see much of a sunrise there, but you know, when you take that into consideration, the chance of their excuse me, the chance of their the chance of that sunrise being slim, plus the issue with the tide, yeah, it's a bit of a no-brainer. So yeah, back up into the mountains. Anyway, today I am heading up to Blackheath. Yesterday we were in Katoomba. Blackheath's not too much further than Katoomba. I'm going to a place called Govetts, which is, look, there's a couple of short hikes there. They're not very big, and I'm not too sure which direction I'm going to take. I could literally pull up in the car and get out and walk 2 feet and take a photo, or I can head 5 minutes to the left and be in a not a bad spot, or I can head about 10 minutes to the right and be in not a bad spot too. So look, I'm going to wait until I get up there and see what the cloud formation looks like, how promising it looks, see if there's any fog in the valley below, and what time it is, how well I travel on the road getting up there. So yeah, I'll make that decision when I get up there. Anyhow, I will press on. Don't want to drag you on this run up the road too long, and I will come back to you when I am in my spot or location. Well, I made it out to my destination. The weatherman was a little bit off in what he was saying, but look, to be honest, as much as it wasn't exactly what I wanted, it was still gorgeous to be out here. It was still good for the soul, and it was great to see the place again. And you know, as much as it wasn't what I wanted, it wasn't actually a bad sunrise either. So I'll put that photo up and give you a look at what it thinks. As usual, drop your comments and let me know what you think. But yeah, I couldn't really film too much down here today. I'm safe, but I'm in a very precarious place that is dangerous. And just behind me is a 180 metre waterfall, and it's straight flat to the bottom, gone, no light of day ever again. So I am very vigilant up here. I am stay away from the edges, and I'm not mucking around up here in the dark, so there was no point in me doing any video earlier, and I just rolled with it, I guess. I was able to do just a little bit of video coming out over the waterfall with my GoPro, so I don't know, we'll put that up if it works out. But yeah, it's top shot up here, good composition. You got good mountains over here to your right, good mountains over to your left. You know, the sky helps fill in that visual weight here to the left as well, and you've got a lovely waterfall down here to your right as well, and an amazing valley down there. So yeah, I am up and in Blackheath, off to the side of Govetts. Pretty easily accessible. Drive to the car park. You can do a hike down here to the right, a hike to the left, or you can just view the place from the car park, eh? It's fantastic. But I'll chuck this photo up. Thanks again for coming along for the ride, guys. Actually, before I go, I will say everything was in one shot, so like f/16. which brings everything in focus. But what I did do was exposure bracketing. So I shot for the highlights and shot for the shadows, because there's a very big dynamic range in here. And when I've shot down here in the past and I haven't exposure bracketed, I haven't really been able to pull out exactly what I need out of the sensor in my camera. So yeah, one shot for the highlights, one shot for the shadows, and I'll blend those two together to get the dynamic range that I'll need out of the image. But here's the image. Enjoy your day. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.